First in high definition, broadcasting live from KXII-TV. This is First News at Noon.
Right now at noon, Florida voters are letting their voices be heard today. They're hitting the polls for the Republican presidential primary. And tonight is the night for Grayson County voters to hear from the candidates for Grayson County Sheriff. It's their meeting and debate tonight. And an Oklahoma town is getting creative to find ways to get water into their drought-stricken town. We'll have their story straight ahead. Good afternoon, Texoma. Thank you for joining us. I'm Rita Cote. We begin with a look at election 2012. The candidates for Grayson County Sheriff face off in a debate tonight. Incumbent Sheriff Keith Gary, Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission agent Brent Adams, Precinct 1 Commissioner Johnny Waldrop, and Deputy Sheriff David Hawley will discuss why they'd make the best choice for sheriff. Also, the candidates for Precinct 1 Commissioner and candidates for GOP Chairman will be in attendance as well. The debate begins at 7 o'clock tonight at the Grayson County Courthouse East Room. Well, today, Florida voters get their chance to pick their candidate for the Republican presidential race. It's the biggest primary contest so far, and winner will take all. Mitt Romney started the day with a strong lead in the polls. Susan McGinnis has the latest from Tampa.
Florida voters are casting ballots for the Republican they want to see challenge President Obama.
I am a Mitt Romney fan.
Why is that?
I like what he stands for.
Hey, you guys. Hi, villages. How are you?
Mitt Romney has a big lead in most polls. And Newt Gingrich is trying to prevent a landslide. Gingrich keeps telling voters his rival is too liberal to beat President Obama.
We nominated a moderate in 1996, and he lost. We nominated a moderate in 2008, and he lost. Mitt Romney's more liberal than either of those candidates.
Romney is sounding more confident by the day, even poking some fun at his chief rival.
I know the speaker's not real happy, Speaker Gingrich. He's not feeling very excited these days. I know, it's sad.
Republican Party leaders expect a record turnout, more than 2 million voters. Early and absentee voters have already cast more than 600,000 ballots.
This has been an exciting time, and I think it's going to be an historic election.
After Florida, Romney is expected to do well in the next 5 contests. Nevada, Maine, Colorado, and Minnesota all have caucuses coming up, and they are states where Romney is more organized. Missouri holds a primary next week, and Gingrich is not even on the ballot. But Gingrich is pointing to national polls, where it's still a close contest with Romney.
Good luck and God bless you.
He vows to be back in Tampa for the Republican National Convention as the party's nominee. Susan McGinnis, CBS News, Tampa.
Residents will gather for a public meeting in Ardmore tonight to discuss improvement on State Highway 53. State Highway 53 between Fox and I-35 in Carter County has been named as the 9th most dangerous highway in the Oklahoma Department of Transportation's Division 7, which includes Jefferson, Murray, Carter, and Love counties. Officials say the public meeting will provide additional information about this project, as well as allow citizens to voice their concerns on the proposed improvements. That meeting will be at 6 tonight at the Milo Baptist Church, located at 23166 State Highway 53. For more information, you can just call the number on your screen. When rain isn't enough and the wells run dry, one Texoma community resorts to bringing water on wheels. For the first time, trucks hauled water to Spicewood, Texas. The town is about 35 miles from Austin. It's close to becoming the state's first to go dry during a historic drought. A spokeswoman says the town's wells can no longer produce enough water to meet the needs of the over 1,000 residents. The Lower Colorado River Authority, which provides water service, says it's exploring permanent solutions like drawing water from Lake Travis. Well, let's take a moment to talk a little bit about the weather. Meteorologist Tom Miller joining us now. And Tom, we have had a little bit of relief from the rain, but we're going to get a little bit of it, possibly some more.
Exactly. We're looking at an opportunity tomorrow as an up-level wave moves across the area, and a better chance as we head into Friday. But we have to deal with a cold front later on this afternoon, and we will when we come back.
All right. Thanks so much, Tom. Let's take a look at crime news now. A former McLeod, Oklahoma teacher accused of taking pornographic pictures of her students won't be getting out of jail. A county judge denied a motion to reduce the $1 million bond for Kimberly Crane. She's charged with 23 felony counts of lewd molestation and manufacturing and possessing juvenile pornography. Her attorney argued she's not a flight risk, but prosecutors agreed with the judge's decision.
These were very bold actions. There's no way that this court could guarantee that she would not continue her criminal activity on the internet with other victims if she were allowed out on bond.
The former third-grade teacher is accused of sending the images to a retired professor who also faces criminal charges. 12 of the 14 suspects, all tied to an alleged sex trafficking operation in Colorado, are now in custody. Officials say 5 girls under the age of 18 were lured into human trafficking in a ring in January of 2011. 4 men, all in their 20s, allegedly oversaw the ring that involved prostitution as well as the sale of drugs. If convicted, each suspect faces up to 24 years in prison and up to $1 million in fines. Well, still ahead this afternoon, watching the Super Bowl on a big screen TV can make you feel like you're there. And it may not cost you as much as you think. All the details coming up. But first, let's take a live look outside with the Tower Cam. Thanks for spending part of your lunch hour with us. We'll be right back.
You're watching KXII's First News at Noon with Rita Cote and Tom Miller with First Weather.
Stock markets in Asia rallied this morning. Tokyo's Nikkei finished a fraction higher, ending a 3-day losing streak, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng gained more than 1%. Investors will get the latest on consumer confidence and housing prices today. Wall Street started the week off on a flat note. The Dow lost 6 points while the Nasdaq dropped 4. More trouble for mortgage lender Freddie Mac. According to a report by NPR and ProPublica, the government-backed lender is spending billions of dollars betting against homeowners. The investigation suggests Freddie Mac is making sure lenders have enough money to loan homebuyers, but that the agency's investment arm is betting homeowners will not be able to refinance their mortgages at lower rates. Carnival announced it will report a loss this year because of the Costa Concordia cruise ship's fatal accident off the coast of Italy earlier this month. Carnival is now forecasting a loss of almost $400 million. The company says fewer people are booking cruises with them since the accident. Carnival is still trying to determine whether the damaged cruise ship can be repaired and used again. That's your Money Watch. For more, stay with CBSMoneyWatch.com. In New York, I'm Ashley Morrison.
President Barack Obama wants Congress to act quickly on legislation that would extend tax breaks for small businesses and help startup businesses raise money. He says he would sign that legislation right away. The president made his remarks at the start of a cabinet meeting in the White House. The Obama administration wants legislation to eliminate tax rates permanently on capital gains for investments in small businesses and extend for a year for the ability of all businesses to immediately deduct all of the cost of equipment and software purchases. Well, a private research group says that consumer confidence retreated in January after 2 straight months of big gains. The Conference Board reports that its consumer confidence index now stands at 61.1. That's down from a revised 64.8 in December. The board says even though consumers were more upbeat about jobs, they were less optimistic about income. Rising gas prices have also taken a toll on sentiment. A reading of 90 indicates a healthy economy, but that level hasn't been reached since 2007 when the recession began. Economists watch these numbers closely because consumer spending accounts for about 70% of the U.S. economic activity. Well, looking to buy a big TV before the big game, you may be in luck. The Super Bowl can lead to super sales if you know where to look. Karen Kafa gets tips from experts.
It's one of the biggest TV events of the year, and according to Consumer Reports, the lead up to the Super Bowl is one of the best times to be in the market for a TV.
With the Super Bowl, it's a huge promotional opportunity for manufacturers, so we expect to see some deals, maybe not quite to the level we saw at Black Friday, but still some great deals.
But don't be blinded by a great price. Rob Gregory of Best Buy says customers should answer some questions before they get in the store.
What the size that they can accommodate, where the TV is going, that will actually give us a little insight as to what TV I will direct you to. They should also know what they're looking for as far as, do I want to have that 3D capability?
In addition to 3D, he also asks consumers if they want to stream movies and music from the web and about other sources.
If you're not hooking your TV up to a high-def source, you're not going to get the same picture quality that we have here in the store.
And for peace of mind on pricing, ask if your retailer offers a price guarantee.
If you're one of those people that just drives themselves crazy, buy the TV and then constantly monitors pricing, it may make you feel a little bit better knowing you're protected for at least 30 days or more.
That was Karen Kafo reporting. Let's take a moment now to talk a little bit about the weather. I know a lot of people very excited, first of all, of course, about the game. So.
Oh, yeah. And, well, weather-wise, it looks like it may be cold up there, but then again, yeah, what can you expect? Hey, weather-wise here, though, we are seeing some sunshine. No cold temperatures in Texoma. We're looking at temperatures to reach near 70 this afternoon, but there is a cool front on its way. We'll talk about it when we come back. Started out with overcast skies, but we're leaving the noon hour with at least partly cloudy conditions and some very mild temperatures. And taking a look at our Tanglewood Tower Cam, this brought to you by Glen Polk Autoplex and Supercenter in Gainesville, looking over the marina off towards the northeast. It's really shaping up to be a nice day, and yesterday was just as nice. We had a little more in the way of sunshine. As we take a look at our almanac, 66 was the high in Sherman and Denison, 65 in Ardmore. The low started out in the lower 40s, well above the normal. The normal low should be around 32 degrees with the normal high around 54 degrees. I don't think we'll see that record low of 2 below set back in 1949 in Sherman and Denison. And look at Ardmore, record high of 89. Now we'll get close to 74, and that was the record high in Sherman and Denison. I think we'll be touching 70, maybe 71 in some areas. And getting to Dr. Lang's allergen forecast, still mountain cedar a concern. High pollen count, a lot of folks sneezing because of it. Medium count in mold and medium count in trees. Lows this morning, we didn't have any lows. As again, normal high is 54, and we only cooled down to 59 in Ardmore. Sherman and Denison, 57 was the official low in Paris. 59 in Greenville, Pauls Valley at 57 degrees, Gainesville 57 as well as Durant, Atoka and Hugo, 57 degrees in Ada, Davis and Sulphur. 66 currently in Sherman and Denison under partly cloudy skies, but those winds have picked up out of the south at 20 to 25 miles per hour. 68 degrees in Ardmore, west to southwest winds of 15. The relative humidity down to 56%, 63 in Ada with south to southwest winds of 20 miles per hour. And in Durant, 66 degrees, south to southwest winds of 20 to 25. So those winds are becoming very gusty out of the south to southwest. We have 63 in Duncan, 66 in Gainesville. Denton already pushing 69 degrees, Bonham 64, 63 in Paris. A little more in the way of cloud cover in eastern areas, and McAllister at 63 degrees. And where is winter? Well, winter is still locked up across Canada, just a touch of it moving down into the northern plains. You can see some snow flurries across the northern Great Lakes extending into New England associated with the low pressure system. Here's the front we'll be watching that's producing all the wind right now. But as that front sneaks into the area later on tonight, you're not going to see a whole lot of difference. Yeah, this is more Pacific air mass behind it, and a windy one at that. We'll start to see those winds relax, though, as we head into tomorrow afternoon. Right now, 55 degrees in New York City, 55 in Chicago, 61 in Kansas City, Bismarck at 42 degrees. So some of the snowfall that has fallen over the past few days will start melting. 45 in Seattle. On the other hand, Los Angeles, some very windy conditions in 57. San Antonio at 66. And the overnight lows may dip down into the 30s, but you can see the high temperatures really struggling to keep around that freezing mark as temperatures are in the 40s and 50s, and then you get into the 60s across the southern half of the nation. Futurecast model does show some scattered showers and thunderstorms with the frontal system. Ridge of high pressure moves in. We'll also have a little wave of energy that may provide us with a scattered to isolated shower tomorrow, and then we wait for this next developing storm system to move out of the central Rockies, and that'll give us a better chance of showers and thunderstorms as we head into Friday. But high temperatures today flirting with that 70-degree mark, and even behind the front, Temperatures only in the lower to mid 40s, and then tomorrow I think we'll be right back up into the mid to possibly upper 60s. We'll go 69 to really 71 today. Partly cloudy, south to southwest winds, very gusty, 25 to 30. Mostly cloudy tonight and 48 degrees, and we'll see a wind shift to the north at 5 to 15. But again, the air mass is not all that cool behind it. As you can see, 68 for a high temperature Wednesday, a 30% chance of an isolated shower, 68 on Thursday, a slight chance of an isolated shower late Thursday, a better chance of showers and thunderstorms Friday, 64. And then the weekend looks pretty good as we should be seeing partly cloudy skies, Rita. High temperatures lower to mid 50s.
All right, thank you, Tom. In today's Safe Family Report, most parents try to do the right thing when it comes to protecting their children, but a new study shows they may be cutting corners when it comes to carpools. Michael Jones has more.
Even though some parents put their little ones in booster seats while in the car, they don't require them to use one when they are carpooling with other kids. That's according to a new study out in this week's journal, Pediatrics. The research, conducted by the University of Michigan, found more than 30% of parents do not enforce the rule of booster seats when their kids are with another driver. Investigators also found 45% of parents do not require their little ones to use a booster when they're driving other children who don't have booster seats. It's thought that car overcrowding and lack of time to coordinate booster seat switch-offs are to blame for the lack of safety for kids in carpooling situations. Some parents seem to look the other way, but it's against the law. Most states require children to use a booster seat up to the age of 8. National recommendations encourage booster seats be used until a child grows to 57 inches, which is the average height of an 11-year-old, according to the study. Researchers also noted half of parents surveyed said they did not know the age limit on booster seats in their states, and another 20% guessed incorrectly. That's why, study authors say, pediatricians should make it a top priority to let parents know about these laws.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's finally that time. Durant's Dancing with the Stars, a very exciting event, and we're lucky to have two of the dancers here with us. We have Beverly Hemphill with Durant Main Street, Chris Pierce, and of course our own Fox Texoma's Heather Starr. Hello to all of you.
Hi. Hello.
So I know this has been a lot of work that's gone into this event. Tell us all about it.
Well, we are having this event at Choctaw Casino Center Stage, and it's this Saturday, February the 4th. And tickets are $75 or 2 tickets for $135, and they've worked, I guess, fairly hard, so I'm sure everyone else is working just as hard. So
So what has this experience been like for you, Chris?
It's been great. It's good to have such an awesome dance partner as Heather. When you have talent like that, it's just, you know.
What about you, Heather? I know this is probably
it's been a lot of work for me,
Yeah.
but Chris is a natural, so it's been really fun. You know, I don't know, I think we'll have a little bit something exciting that people maybe aren't expecting, so we're anxious for the night to come and show everyone how much we practiced.
Okay, now have you danced before? Do you have any experience with
No,
dancing
and
at
that's
all,
clear. That will definitely come across. I have no dancing skills of any kind, but you know, I like to dress up, and you know, I like to get Chris all dressed up, so that will be fun.
Okay, not nervous?
I don't think so. No, just excited.
Excited, and people can kind of help out this because this is all to benefit Durant Main Street, and this is really going to benefit your organization, and people can take part in helping do that.
yes, most definitely.
And they can donate $5, is it, to vote?
Yes, to vote, they can go to our website, durantmainstreet.org, and vote for their favorite dance couple.
Right.
For tickets, they can come by our office or call our office at 924-1550 and get them that way.
Awesome. And is there a deadline that you need them to have those tickets?
We are over halfway to capacity, so I would say the sooner the better. I definitely wouldn't wait until Saturday to try to get a seat.
That's true, because a lot of people try to wait till the last minute, and then, you know, we don't want anyone to get turned away, so definitely get those tickets early. That's awesome. So you sure you guys are ready for it?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, well, we're definitely rooting for you. It's different being, you know, going from an anchor to being a dancer and being up on stage in front of all those people. So I commend you for doing that. I know you're going to do great, though. We're rooting for both of you. And again, I know you've been working hard on this, so we're glad to see it all come together for you.
Thanks.
And all this information about the event will be available on KXI.com, so you can find out more about how you can vote for these two and also benefit Durant Main Street. Oh, look at that move there. Nice. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Well, biting into a burger is going to hit you where it counts, in your wallet. The Department of Agriculture says a record low number of cattle will drive up beef prices here in the U.S. and across Texas as well. Nicole Morton takes a look at how high the prices are jumping.
We buy and sell cattle daily.
Earning a living in an industry that was hit hardest by the worst drought in Texas history, Bruce Alford says 2011 was a challenging year. And he says at the rate things are going today, 2012 won't be any different.
The numbers have gone down a bunch in the last 2 weeks. We're probably selling half the number of cattle today that we sold 2 weeks ago Monday.
Because of the soaring price of corn and the drought that left pastures pruned, farmers and ranchers were forced to thin off their herds.
We're going to produce in the U.S. Roughly a billion fewer pounds of beef. That's about a 4% decline in 2012 versus last year.
Beef prices soared more than 10% last year, according to the Department of Agriculture, and will likely go up at least another 5% this year. This inevitably puts pressure on restaurants like J. Cody's and Bryan.
Our staple item that we cater is brisket. If it goes up, then everything else along with it's going up.
Including the cost of a brisket sandwich or a T-bone steak.
We're expecting to see higher prices. I'm really concerned about that because it could possibly get to a point where it really affects folks going out to eat, and we could see a decrease in the long run.
While some customers may soon begin cutting back, Witten is certain the sticker shock won't last forever.
That was Nicole Morton reporting, and it's very true that the drought has taken an effect on all of us in some way.
Ooh, increasing my barbecue sandwich. I don't like that.
I don't like it either, Tom.
Well, the good news is so far this year we're starting off fairly nice with anywhere from 2 to 6 inches of rain, and there's still rain in the forecast, especially for Friday. And yeah, winter's just not around. Temperatures in the upper 60s the next few days and lows in the 40s. Enjoy it.
All right, definitely will. Thanks, Tom. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. See you back here at 5, 6, and 10, and tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Have a great day.